Well, to stay with our top story, we turn now to Yael Braudo-Bahat. She's the co-director of the Women Wage Peace, which is a grassroots peace movement. Yael, thank you so much for making time for us today.
Thank you for having me here today.
Yael, before we get into the peace movement that you're involved with and the events that have happened in the past 2 weeks, I actually want to speak to you about a Canadian Israeli named Vivian Silver, who I understand is a dear friend of yours and someone who's been missing since the initial Hamas attacks. What can you tell us about what we know of Vivian's whereabouts?
So what we know about Vivian is that she was in touch with us, she was in contact with us at the same morning, this horrible Saturday morning. She wrote in one of the groups of the WhatsApp groups of Women Wage Peace that she is hiding in her safe room, and that she was told by the kibbutz in their WhatsApp group that terrorists got into the kibbutz and they were instructed to hide and lock their homes, lock their safe rooms, and just stay there and hide there. At some point, she told us that the terrorists went into her house and she hid behind the closed door in the safe room. And then this was probably the last time we heard from her. She was last seen around a little bit before 11 a.m. Jerusalem time. And since then, we haven't heard from her anything. We know that when eventually the army was able to reach the houses in the kibbutz, which took a few days, her house was burnt, but she wasn't in it. Witnesses saw her being taken. So what we know, based on the evidence that we received, that she is presumed kidnapped, but we don't have any official confirmation for this. And we're very, very worried for her.
Are you hopeful that she will be returned, especially now that two hostages have been freed?
Yeah, so we're very hopeful. We have no other choice but to be hopeful. We want her back with us and all other kidnapped civilians and soldiers. One of our activists' mother from Kibbutz Nir Oz is also missing. She and for her we know that she's held by the Hamas. So we're very worried. We're very hopeful, and it's so weird to say that the optimistic scenario is that they are held by the Hamas and safe and healthy, and we want to see them home as soon as possible, and all of them, all of the captives.
Talk to us about Vivian's work. I mean, many people have talked about how cruel the entire experience has been for the past 2 weeks, but particularly with Vivian, who is such an internationally recognized person in the peace movement. Talk to us about her work.
So Vivian, as other victims of this horrific attack and other kidnapped persons, she has been a peace activist for many decades. She's 74 years old, living in Kibbutz Be'eri, near just 5 minutes from the Gaza border, or even 3 minutes from the Gaza border. For many decades now, she initiated and ran an NGO dealing and taking care of shared society in the Negev, in the south of Israel. She has been very active in Women Wage Peace. She's one of my mentors, and I learned from her a lot. And she drives sick people from Gaza to Israeli hospitals to receive medical care. So she is peace in every cell of her body. And this is so absurd that she's being held by terrorists now.
Let's talk about that, because you and she have dedicated so much of your life and your energy to peace and coexisting joyfully with prosperity with your Palestinian sisters. And you work with a Palestinian peace organization as well that's also a grassroots movement that essentially just wants to coexist and have good lives together side by side. Is that possible in light of what we've seen in these past 2 weeks?
Yes, it is possible. It is very difficult at these times to be peace activist. here and on the other side as well. But we have no other choice but believing and knowing that peace is possible and carrying this hope. We've been working for the past 2 years with our sister movement, the newly founded the Palestinian Women's Movement, Women of the Sun. We planned together and we executed together marches and projects and trainings. Just 3 days before the horrific Saturday, we marched together in Jerusalem and in the Dead Sea, near the Dead Sea, calling mothers, from both sides, calling together for the leaders to sit down and begin negotiations, calling for everyone in the world and in the region, specifically women, but not just women, to support us, support our cause, our mother's call. And we were so devastated less than 3 days later when the war broke down and everything, the horrors that we keep hearing. This gap between the hope that we felt on Wednesday and what happened on Saturday is huge, but we don't give up on hope because there's no other option in this region, and we know that there are enough people, both civilians and leaders on both sides, who want peace, who know that peace is the only way to provide security for our children, for the next generation. For us, for all of us to thrive here in this region.
Yael, I want to read something to the audience, a statement that your organization put out shortly after the horror scene in Israel and then subsequently the strikes on Gaza. You all wrote, "Every mother, Jewish and Arab, gives birth to her children to see them grow and flourish and not to bury them. That's why, even today, amid the pain and feeling that the belief in peace has collapsed, we extend a hand in peace to the mothers of Gaza and the West Bank." I hear you, and I heard your previous answer about the need for peace. But you know, especially you being in Israel, know that there are so many people, including mothers, who are saying, no. What happened to us on October 7th, there is no room for forgiveness, and there can be no talk of peace right now. There is a desperate desire to bring the hostages back safely and also to wipe Hamas out. How do you have peaceful progress when at the same time there is such pain and for some a desire for vengeance?
So again, very, very difficult, and what we know is that in other areas, in other regions in the world, in other cases like the Northern Ireland conflict, the Liberian conflict, horrific things were done, and they happened for years. And we know that despite these horrific things that happened, women from both sides were able to gather together, to unite and demand the leaders to bring an end to those conflicts in peaceful ways, in a peaceful resolution, and they succeeded. We just marked a few months ago the 25th anniversary of the Good Friday Agreement, which many haven't believed that it was possible. The Irish ambassadors to Israel, she spoke at our event 2.5 weeks ago, saying that she remembers spending every other night in shelter and the people dying in the streets, and no one thought it would be possible, and it happened. So maybe today, now it's very difficult to believe it, but we know it's possible, and we, of course, the first thing is that we demand all captives will be released, and we need to see the horizon, the horizon, the political horizon in this region, because we tried war and operation and another round and another attack and it doesn't work. It doesn't end this conflict. It doesn't provide security to our children on both sides. So now the peaceful way should be tried out, and the leaders need to put so many efforts for it to succeed. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to take a day or two. It's going to take time, but the steps need to begin and as soon as possible.
Yael Braudo-Bahat is the CEO of Women Wage Peace. Thank you so much for your time, and I sincerely hope that all your loved ones, including Vivian Silver, are returned to you very soon.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome.